I have been getting tagged in this Am I the A-hole post since it dropped a couple of days ago. She did an update, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. When women do these Am I the A-hole posts, they are simply looking for validation for feeling normal human emotions. I really wish she would take some of these people's comments and, spring into action. And I really hope that she does accept this promotion. But she says, Am I the a-hole for wanting to accept a promotion, even though my boyfriend says it's not the kind of life he wants? Her boyfriend. I, 25-year-old woman, just got offered a pretty huge promotion at work, from being a coordinator for one business unit to becoming a global coordinator. It's a big jump, both in responsibilities and salary. I've been promoted every year since I started here. It's been 3 years. And this role is honestly something I never thought I'd reach this soon. It would be a big deal financially and career-wise. The only catch is that it involves some travel. The company is actually trying to reduce travel costs, so it wouldn't be constant. We have 4 business units in different parts of the world: Europe, Asia, South America, and I probably go to each once a year for about a week each. So in total, like 4 weeks a year. My boyfriend, who's 32, is not really okay with that. He didn't give me a direct ultimatum, but when I brought it up after he already told me how he feels, he basically said that if I keep pushing for something he's clearly not comfortable with, then I must know what I truly want and that I should pack my bags and leave. I get where he's coming from, though. He wants a stable life, someone more family focused, and he's been upfront about that since the beginning. But so have I about not wanting kids until 30. Thing is, I've started to care more about those values too since being with him. But at the same time, I've always dreamed of having a successful career. I've worked my butt off for this. And honestly, if teenage me could see where I could head towards now, doing work I love, getting recognition, making good money, and even getting to travel, she'd be amazed by the opportunity. I don't want to choose between love and ambition. I really care about him and I don't want to lose what we have, but I also don't want to say no to something I've wanted for so long, then spend years wondering what if. So right now, right here, she says, thing is, I've started to care more about those values since being with them. She's becoming enmeshed. She's starting to take on some of his personality. This is not what she wanted, but she is malleable. She's being molded by him to kind of take on his thoughts. But she's also at a point where her thoughts are still strong. She's getting stronger in her mind about what she wants in life. And so right now, she is in a battle of wills between her boyfriend and her. And she's like, I really want to do this. And that's the reason why she's typing all of this up. And she says, am I the a-hole for wanting both? No. I mean, you really want your career. This is something that you have wanted since you were a child, so you would go for it. But now you have this person with an overbearing personality that is trying to take over and trying to mold you into what he wants, trying to control you. So no, you're not the a-hole for wanting a family, but you want a family on your own terms. And he is trying to strip that from you. He is trying to take what you want from you and make it about what he wants. Okay, here's an edit. She says, first of all, thank you so much to everyone who took a few minutes of their lives to share their thoughts with me. I know I ask strangers on the internet for advice, but I often feel overwhelmed and stuck in my own head. And your objective perspectives really help bring some clarity. I'm sorry I couldn't reply and keep up with all of the messages. I honestly did not expect so many responses. Oh my God. I tried to talk to him and find some middle ground. I explained that it's only 4 weeks per year abroad and that I already spoke to my manager to make sure the traveling will not exceed 10% of my working time. But now it seems like it is not enough either. He's starting to bring up other issues, not just the traveling. He does not like that I might need to adjust my working hours to match other time zones. While that is partly true, I would still only work 8 hours a day, just maybe on a different schedule once a week. He is also worried about the people I might meet, especially the men. Red flags, warning signs. All right. He does not like the idea of me going to dinners with clients or sleeping in a hotel room alone because he might not be able to join me on each work trip. Also, he told me he won't accept me going on dinners while he waits for me in the hotel room. He's still controlling, warning signs going off, red flags waving. He does not like me talking to coworkers during breaks, still waving red flags, which is why he insists I call him on every break I get. He gets annoyed if I do not reply to his text right away or if it takes me 30 minutes to answer. He wants me to send my calendar daily so he knows exactly when I have meetings. And if I do not let him know about every single work-related conversation with the men, whether it's with coworkers, suppliers, or trainers, he gets upset and says I'm hiding things. This whole paragraph right here, he is a walking, talking red flag. Sometimes people use the word boundaries, but what they really mean to say is he has control issues. So that's what she says here. He has very strong boundaries. He has very strong control issues when it comes to my work. No becoming friends with male coworkers, which I accepted without issues, because anyways, I don't socialize at work at all. No casual or funny tone in messages or emails. No emojis, no hanging out after work, no sharing personal numbers with male colleagues unless he agrees with it. So these are not boundaries. These are rules for an adult woman. This is a controlling man. 2 weeks ago, I went to a 3-day training in another city. I had to commute 4 hours every day because he did not want me to sleep at a hotel. On the last day, one of the participants suggested making a group chat so we can keep in touch professionally. I forgot to mention it right away, and when I told him the next day, he got mad and made me get up at 1 a.m. to show him the chat. He is just very jealous when it comes to my professional life. All this because before I met him, one of my coworkers, a man, became a good friend. I had to cut contact and block that person once we got together, and I have never given him any reason to doubt me. Sometimes I feel like giving up everything and just getting a basic job, like working in a supermarket. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I mean quitting the career I love just so he will finally stop trying to control me. But then I remember how much I love what I do and and how lucky I am to have found something I am passionate about. If you give this up, if this woman gives this up and he is this controlling while she has a job, he's going to be even more controlling when she doesn't have a job, because then he can get away with all of this and she will have no recourse. At this particular juncture in her life, she can pick up and leave once she has had enough, once she finally gets fed up enough. Everything that she said in the edit makes this even worse. There's nothing that needs, there's no discussion. She needs to leave this man. He is acting like this because he's used to getting his way. He's calling it boundaries. She's calling it boundaries, but this is not boundaries. This is just control issues. She made this comment and it adds a little bit more context. She says, well, he is a penitentiary police officer and he doesn't have female coworkers. At least they don't work as close. But yeah, same rules apply for him also. That's his argument most of the time. You don't see me doing this, don't you? So she has a police officer boyfriend. That's definitely on the list of do not date. She is dating a do not date person. This person says, leave. This guy is crazy. Don't think any of the items you listed above are normal. Edit. None of these rules should apply to anyone. It's very unhealthy, a set of rules like this. Trust should be leading in any relationship, not the Soviet mantra, trust but verify. And then this person at the bottom is like, I don't understand how you're writing this out, rereading it and still not seeing how idiotic staying with him is. What are you doing? And so one of the reasons why I didn't want to do this post at first is because I hadn't seen anywhere stating that she was leaving him. And I know that sometimes it gets frustrating to hear and read these stories. And I'm still not seeing where she's moving on or whatnot. But looking at one of her previous posts, this man literally might be a narcissistic man or just have some tendencies of a narc, and she's sucked in, but she needs to get out. Anyways, let me know what you think. Join the conversation, like, comment, share.